connected and not yet. Hi guys, welcome to another Critterosity fun night of learning and finding out how to use my latest transparent stickers. So I've explained this in a couple lives to people who have seen it. I've kind of ruined, this was my fault. I kind of ruined this by trying to do some creative stuff, and I put it in my heat press, not to do this side. I didn't even know it would be affected. I was trying to transfer and see if I could start doing sublimation in the books, and I do like the style of it, but it wasn't exactly what I was going for. So as I was heat pressing it, I didn't realize it wrinkled my little character on the front here, but this is kind of an idea of what you can do with these stickers. Now, I'm not saying you have to do exactly this, but I'm going to show you a few things you can do with my products. Also being creative, using your imagination, which is 100% what I am personally getting back to. I try to use my imagination a lot. I try not to turn too much to trying things other people are doing. However, that's how we find inspiration. So as long as you're being careful how you do it and when you do it, good for you. Okay. First of all, I do want to note there is a fan going off. It is getting warm, so I don't know how loud that fan is, but from my understanding, it's not that loud, and people have let me know over time. So these are my little findings. Again, the heat transfer or the heat press kind of ruined my smooth finish that was on this, but I don't know, it kind of locked it in. So this is what you can do kind of with these little bottles. Now, this was my first time like using these stickers when I made them. So I learned a little bit. I found out what I can do, what I can't do, or if I do use these certain products, that what works better than other things. So I've been making a little findings book as if I'm out on a field study, and I'm finding all these little characters and bringing them in, and it's just a lot of fun to do. And then that way you can even keep all the stickers that you find and put them in a little bottle. Now, this is one of 4 different designs you can get. I have linked the sticker sheets in my description, but there are different ones you could get. So I also am going to show you guys the newest one that no one has seen yet. So that is after we kind of create with these two. So I'm going to show you some different ways you can use these and what my thinking was behind this when I made this product. So the bluish one is really cool because what you could do, I have a little embroidery hoop piece that I was showing in my photos for people that like to do embroidery and want to do that, which is also on my shop. But you could take my character like this as a sticker and put them in this jar, and then, you know, maybe one day I'm going to make a bunch of bubble stickers and things like that. So these could be like little water dishes, and you could be storing a little character that swims. Or it can just have a nice little soft tint to it. These are transparent, so having it on a light background is key, but this one definitely adds like a really nice blue film over the top. I do like that when you put something in a bottle, for the most part, like a jar, they are kind of foggy. So it's not like they're perfectly see-through. Usually they have a little bit of fog. Again, don't take this one too much to heart because we're going to be working on these a little bit more in the style that I was hoping for. So first is layering and planning out how you're going to use your little jars. The best thing to do is either draw in the background, paint in the background before applying your sticker. So think about it from back to front, what you want to do, because the bottle is the final thing that goes over the top of it, and that's going to keep it nice and steady. And look, like even if you tried to remove it, you really can't. So, but again, we're going to do some fun things with it. Now, I'm going to move my book away because I'm not going to actually use the book tonight. I'm going to be using some other products that I have. Let's see here. Okay, I'm using these little cookie jar cards. These are those backers that you would put like a cookie on and sell it at like a bake show, and I use them as little backers for me. Okay, and what I'm gonna do is kind of place my jar first to kind of find out how I want it. So I'm just kind of cutting. Now, the great part about stickers is they're not set to the size I cut, You can keep cutting around them. You can thin them out so you see less of the outline. So you can even trim all the way down. And you can use regular stickers. You can, in the jar, it can have the little white outline around the character. And reminder, you can trim your stickers as much as you want, as little as you want, leave them as they are. I kiss cut them, but if you don't want to deal with that and you want to get even more creative, just note that my transparent stickers are literally transparent. They look like they're going to be all, you know, white around the edge, but they actually disappear. So I'm going to kind of place where I want it. And the really cool part again is that when you're coloring or painting with these, it's gonna dry. Now for this one, it is like a glossy coating, so I'm gonna use my stickers on this one. But this sticker sheet was full. I ended up using it to make my first one. But you can check out that I made all different colors, and over time I'll add some more. So what I did is, before you can even put this on, because it's the last piece, I kind of just move it as soon as I start to find a spot for it. And that way I kind of know about where to go with it. And then I'm going to be using a permanent sticker. And for those of you that don't know what this is the kind of sticker that can go on anything that's a hard surface. And the cool part about this, even though it's flexible, it's kind of a cardstock, so it should be fine. If it's too flexible, it will snap the sticker in half. It's really weird that it does that, but it does, and we found out the hard way live in front of everybody. And so I was like, no. But hard surfaces, microwave and dishwasher safe items, these can go with. They are a permanent sticker, and when you're applying them, they stay on the clear side of the film, like this. And what I would suggest doing is cutting as close as you can, because with this, if it doesn't go on a metal or a wood or something where it's really on there, if it's a paper type product, I have found out you can't peel it off. The whole sticker peels with it. So if you're gonna use a permanent sticker, it really is the most vibrant. Next to what we're gonna use for our other jar is a one of my waterproof paper stickers that I cut out. These are a thinner vinyl sticker, again, waterproof. But you see the white lines. This one, there are no lines. As long as you cut the permanent sticker as close as you can. Even if I was to keep the heart, I'd probably cut the heart out and put it separate. That sounds horrible for anyone that doesn't have context here. And then, yeah, so this plastic has to stay on top of the film. Normally you peel the film off after you've rubbed the sticker onto whatever you want, then you peel the plastic film off and the sticker would stay. In this case, it doesn't do that. So we just have to plan for it and know. So I'm just trimming around the edges, but I do custom permanent stickers. So if you guys are ever interested in anything on my shop that's a character, you can always order it and get it as permanent sticker, and then just follow these guidelines. Just know that that film is going to stay on it. The backer will come off, the white, but the transparent film will stay on the top of it. So the closer you are to getting it to the character, the better you're going to be, especially since it has to stay on. And of course, it's not going to be super level and flat when it's in the little jar. The jar is going to show the little shapes that you're cutting, but that's just because it's all flat. So right now it looks like all this white is going to show up in the back, but it's not. When you peel it off, that character is just going to be the character. So see what it looks like. All right, so now I'm kind of figuring it out in the little jar. Super cute. I want him to go in front, so if that was him, I want to place some things around the edge. You could even draw, if you're not going to keep this piece of paper and you're just going to like kind of cut it out. Cut it out. Oh, sorry. Little Uncle Joey there. Let's just grab a pen. And I'm just going to map out where exactly the jar is going to go. So I'm just kind of tracing a little line, and since it's kind of a smooth cardstock, it's, you know, it's got the little indentations and stuff, but I'm going to cut it out, so it's all good. Okay, you guys got it. All right, so now I know about where I can put some more of my little floral pieces. Again, if you watch till the end, you're going to see the newest product that doesn't even exist on my shop yet, but it will soon. I wanted to show it here, so I don't want to put my character down yet, unless you want to layer a little flower over them or something so it looks like they're peeking through. You could do that as well. But for this character, I'm gonna keep it pretty simple. And let's see, I've got my little normal for the next jar, so I'm gonna save some of those. I'm gonna go with one that's kind of a duplicate. Let's see. I think this, it's still blue. Trying to get away from some of those same colors. It's also normal later. Okay. So these ones are transparent. You can also ask for these to not be transparent. When they go down on the paper, you see the color pop. But if you don't want these transparent, you don't have to. I just also love the layers that it creates. But once it's down, it's pretty much down. Okay, so I think that's good enough for what I was going for. Now I'm gonna peel the character off. And like I said, there's so many things you can do with this. If anyone purchases these and puts these together, I would love to see what you make and create. So like I said, you just press it down really, really good. And in a normal situation, you'd be putting this on a tumbler or something like that. The one thing I noticed, it is a little bit transparent when you put down the permanent stickers, just a little bit. That trying to avoid putting it on top of something would be great. But with these little stickers, I know like layering them is the best thing to do. So even if I tried to peel, oh, it worked. It actually worked. My last one didn't make me because it was on paper, but it was coming up. Look at that. Look at that. You guys are seeing it here live. You never know what's going to happen. So you just got to make sure it's really pressed down to the paper. Again, this is a cookie sheet or a cookie, what do you call it? Not a cookie sheet, but a cookie backer for when you bake. So you can find these usually in the baking section. All right, and you can kind of see it lifted up a little bit of that ink, but that's okay. Let me just double check if that's, yeah, it just pulled up some of the paper. So you just have to be careful, but you guys can see what I'm saying is that when the light hits it, you can see all the little bumps, but this is just for fun. It's not because like, I'm not gonna go sell it somewhere. It's more just for me. And then you can take your little bottle or your little jar, whatever you want to call it, and you can layer it over. And I'm just kind of finding where to place it. I can always cut around the edges. Okay, so I'm not worried about this little thing because I'm gonna cut it. And then I just press my transparent sticker down everywhere. I try to get it right over all of those little spots. You could even use a bone folder. I actually have one of those, let me see. And just really gently kind of get in the little corners. Help the sticker lay down a little better. Getting those little spots that maybe it's not flattening very well. And that way your little jar stays. I'd love to know in the comments what you guys think of these. They're really fun because there's so many things you could do with them. I don't want to press too hard and make a bunch of dents, so I'm gonna use my hand for the rest of it. I just wanted to make sure I got in those spots really well. Okay, so now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna cut my character out with the jar, and I'm just gonna try to get as close as I can to the line work. And I mean, how much you layer and go over this is totally up to you. You can stick them in a little scrapbook. You could turn them into a little gift tag, would be really cute. You wanna make something fun for your friends. If you have a bunch of stickers laying around, use other characters to put in the jar. That's kind of why I've left it up to you guys. You also have the option of purchasing the floral pieces or leaving them out of your purchase. You can just get the jars. I'll be adding more jars over time. Jar. Sorry, it's a loft cat, so I had to do a Star Wars joke. Okay, and wherever you want to smooth things out, you can. The great part is once it's all stuck together, fantastic. It will stay. Also, your scissors are going to be very much so the reason why it looks really crisp or not. So you could punch a hole in the side and make a little gift tag. You can just hold it and just have it be really cute. But now it looks like I caught a little loft cat. You can see right here, you see how that permanent sticker has a little bit of transparency? This is why I'm going to show you guys my Cricut stickers that are vinyl versus the permanent stickers, and you can kind of see like, wow, the vibrancy from this character is really, really good. And then if we were to layer this down, I don't think it's very transparent, so it'll look really good in there as well. So we're gonna lay down this little loft cat that we found, and now I'm gonna go in. The thing about the Cricut is it has to have a bit of a buffer, and that's what all this extra white is. If you guys have ever done a Cricut, you can get pretty close, but if it's too close to the fur on like a character like this, it creates a blurry line. I'll show you guys in just a second. So you kind of have to just trim it. You can get really tiny sewing scissors or cosmetic scissors, you know, like the ones you can use to cut your eyebrows, you know, trim the eyebrows, all that. Whatever it is that works for you, go for it. I'm just giving you guys some different options. Okay, with this one, I'm gonna test out, just so you guys don't have to, I'm gonna test out what it'd be like to do a watercolor. Because I've already done the book and that was a flat paper, but I wonder what watercolor paper would be like. All right, so set you there. So we've got our little watercolor paper. And the reason I'm using watercolor paper to test is to see, let's see if I wanna go this way or this way. Doesn't really matter. I wanna test out my markers and kind of do markers in the back instead of doing stickers. So we're gonna kind of compare the two. Same thing, I'm just gonna kind of cut out the jar a bit. Kind of start to figure this out of how it's gonna go. But yeah, I mean, I would love to see how you guys use these and, you know, incorporate it into your art. It's just to kind of have fun. And again, you can purchase my stickers, somebody else's stickers, and use those little characters on things that you like. So same thing, I'm gonna kind of outline this onto here so I don't have to keep putting it back over. Just a rough estimate of where it is so I don't go too close or too far out. All right, and it's normal, so we're gonna give her a little bit of string in there with her, as if she's been playing with all of the string. So I'm gonna, I'm just gonna swirl some string everywhere. Okay, and then let's do, it doesn't even have to be florals. You could make a little room for them, a little bed. But I'm gonna stick with my florals just to keep this easy. I don't wanna do too much thinking here. This late in the evening. And you can do what I'm gonna do, which is like a mixed media. I'm gonna also use some stickers. I'm gonna color the ground in a little bit. Well, that's pretty. Kind of grabbed a little bit of the pink. That's pretty. I like that. Accident, happy accident. It's kind of blending. So we'll give her a little ground for it. Let's see what this color is. Okay, and then I'm going to take this. I was eyeballing all these pretty colors for normal, like pinks and purples. And if you're ever using my stickers, just kind of work your way around. Don't pull up really quick. I mean, again, they're made on my Cricut. So you could be like, okay, I learned I don't want to layer them, or I do want to layer them. Whatever you want, whatever you want. Okay. I'm gonna save that one. And I'm gonna use the blue just to test that out. Again, I'm testing the things you might not want. Oh wait, you know what? And you can even trim your stickers too to fit them better in whatever jar you're gonna use. Wonder if I just do that and keep it really simple. Kind of like that. Let's do some little like flowers or just kind of making it a little bit busy so you guys can see. Okay, and then we're gonna grab normal. I mean, maybe you want to color the whole background, make it really pretty. I'm keeping kind of that jar feel to it, so it just looks like a little jar. All right, Nurbal's got all this thread everywhere. I'm gonna layer her, look at that. So the vinyl stickers don't really show through anything in the back. And another reason I really like that the bottles add, now this one has a blue tone to it, remember? So that's why I was saying doing something like Crush, I'm sorry, I'm calling him Crush, Squirt, like I drew him, and you get him as a sticker, which by the way, my stickers are coming in for him. You could put him in there or something. Also, you can ask for vinyl stickers and trim those down too. So you could do my vinyl stickers that are really, really, really high quality. The only thing is they may not fit in every jar. He does, but he doesn't necessarily fit in this jar. This is another way to go, and trimming the edges and getting rid of anything you might want. So these are permanent stickers. The normal is going to be a vinyl white sticker. These are transparent stickers that I cut. These are vinyl white stickers I cut. These are permanent stickers I order of the Loth Cat. And then these ones I order as well of the UV protected waterproof vinyl. But these are really, really nice ones. So you have 3 sticker options basically with me. And really these little coloring or little vinyl stickers, you can order them and design your own custom sticker sheets on my shop. So now we're gonna take this, and I was saying I like the film because, hold on. One thought. What was I saying? Because it adds kind of a coating to it so you don't see it super well. It's not super vibrant. All these things are kind of muted, which I love. I have this little heart. I think it would be super cute for her. I forgot to put it with the Loth Cat. So again, I'm just kind of cutting around the edges. If you can get the film to come off, we're gonna find out because this one's watercolor paper. And it's that the permanent sticker just doesn't really like paper. It likes more hard surfaces. So this plastic was really nice because it kind of stuck to this like plastic coating. But when it's not a plastic coating and it's paper, it doesn't seem to want to stick. So let's just find out if this holds. I don't want to waste the sticker, might as well use it. And look, it filled that little void right there. Okay. And if you guys have any questions, you can hit me up DM or email. I always ask for about 24 hours to respond. Okay, so this is kind of doing that same tricky thing where it was a little bit tough to peel up, but this one actually did peel up off the permanent sticker. So let's take a look at the difference before I cover it. The permanent sticker is this nice glossy. My transparent stickers, you need like a lighter tone, but they are transparent. So as you layer them, you'll see other things through it. If you want some plants that are just gonna be a white, you can get those too. And then the character is my vinyl white waterproof sticker. So again, they all look slightly different, but that is so cool that the film is actually peeling off today. Now I noticed when I was testing out my products the other day, I kind of messed this one up just a little bit. I somehow doubled down and got a second layer. There we go. I'm kind of peeling it off right now. It just got stuck. All right, so now we take it. Oh, let me move this down for you guys. And we're gonna place it very carefully. Now you're gonna see that since it is transparent, it kind of floats up into the jar. I kind of got it a little too far right, but that's okay. That's okay. These are just tester ones. It floats up. So I have a new idea of doing this same design, but the jar lids are going to be a vinyl white. So once you put the jar down, you take a vinyl white sticker like normal is and put it over the top. So they'll be sized the same, and you could literally just use that top piece. So I'll be separating my lids from that. But I mean, it's just really cute as a little sticker. And this is what I mean about it muted it. It kind of made it a softer tone. I'm just gonna cut around it. These would be cute as little cards if you had a longer side and you know, folded it over and cut it out so that it would be like a little jar greeting card that they could pop up on their table. Like I said, a greeting card or a tag, like a little gift tag. Just punch a little hole in it. You could even leave a little loop right here to punch a hole. It could even be a card greeting tag. I mean, like, it's one of those things where it kind of never ends. You decide where you want it to end for the designing it. Okay, so now I'm just gonna trim this down just a little bit more. and a little bit more this way. And there we go. So we've got 2 new jars with 2. I didn't even realize they're both cats until I started filming. We've got the little jars, the little cats. And again, would love for you guys to hit the subscribe button, the like button, and also leave a comment. It definitely helps out my channel a lot when people do that. It also pushes it to more people who want to be creative and have fun. So now that I know this, if I was to do these stickers again, I'd probably mark where this is hanging, but I kind of like that little overlay. It all just looks so pretty. And then what I could do is go to my little field findings book, and what I could do is put them in and add my little note of when I found them, or I could use them for a gift if I want to gift it to somebody. And what's nice is the watercolor paper, you could write a little note on the back, but see, you could pop them in a little scrapbook. If you have little sticky stuff, you could add the little stickers and make it another sticker, a sticker on a sticker. And we talked about the bone folder being something kind of cool, and I'm just about to show you guys the newest one that nobody has seen yet, unless you're an art hero that maybe got one from the mystery packs. But I made different ones, so not everybody got the exact same one. Okay. So that would be really cute, and then I could turn this over and make my little loth cat another finding. So this is just a fun thing to do with the kids during the summer, for yourself. I don't care. I don't need kids to have fun. I can do it myself. And then, you know, you could always tell them, you know, now decorate the page. You have to understand, I was a nanny for 3 boys. 2 of them were home most summer. The other one was older, and he would go out more often. And so, you know, I would get so bored because I'd be there for 8 hours and they wouldn't let us watch TV, which I totally agree with. But for the nanny, come on, as soon as I would take a lunch, that TV would go back on. So I'm like, please, can I have just a 10-minute break? And they were always like, oh, they take a nap at this time. And then they would never nap, ever. So this would have been something fun. I wish I had had my sticker sheets, because my kiddos really loved the sticker sheets when I'd bring them over to the house. But I wanted people to see, because I know when I post new products, a lot of people go, oh, I'm not creative. Oh, I don't like that kind of stuff. And I feel like if they just gave it a chance, they would have more fun. Also, I remind my customers a lot that, hey, this is what I like to do. This is what you're supporting, is like with the things that inspire me and get me to create. And I never know what I'm going to create. I might create something that blows minds. You know what I'm saying? So you have to try new things, especially if you want to be a creative. You can't get stagnant and stuck in the same things all the time. So that's just boring and no fun. Again, would love to see in the comments here what you guys think. I don't have my chat on, I guess, tonight. I thought it would just automatically go, but I guess it's not. So if you did want to write something, you can always let me know. I do get alerted when you guys leave comments. All right, so we've got different things. Could add little normal down here. Whatever it is, how cute, right? Let them make little things. I'll be coming out, like I said, with more jars, changing the colors up. I tried to pick that one up. It doesn't work. Let's get him really quick to do a little loth cat. And do I have some yellow? I have a lot of my pens are gone right now. Out and about. Ooh, I like this pen. Oh, hello. Thank you, Myra, so much for leaving a heart. I didn't realize the chat was on. It was so quiet. Oh, that's more of like a muted green, but I kind of like it with this. Okay, so we can do that. Do that. The pen's drying out and I love it because then I can make new designs. Look how cute. So it looks like I captured it in the same area because this kind of goes like that. And so they look like they kind of go together as if I put it back down in the grass. Oh my goodness, that's so fun. Did you see how I'm like zoning out? That's what I'm saying. What is something that doesn't even have to be difficult or hard, just enough to get you to think outside the box, turn your brain off for a bit. It's like those coloring books where it's just monotonous, just coloring. That's so weird. I thought I took a lid off, but I don't see a lid, so oh well, when I clean up, maybe I'll find it. So you guys saw it. That'll be funny to rewatch this and go, oh, weird. I did take it off, but I don't know where it went. It's fine. That one was drying out anyway. Okay, so we put that down. All right, let's move on to the newest thing, okay? Just enjoying your live and hearing your voice. Thank you so very much. Okay, so we're gonna close that book for now. Again, this is just like an upcycled book. I kind of messed up when I was drawing on it. So now it's my little findings book for those. All right, so here is the newest one that we just came out with. Not on the shop yet, but soon to be, okay, soon to be. We have little terrariums. Now you can see I've already started kind of cutting things out to use it. So I'm not gonna show you the other one. We're just gonna use what we have, and you're probably thinking, what the heck is this? Maybe you're not, maybe you already know. So I'm gonna grab this one again. And this time I'm gonna find another sticker. Let's see, I have so many little fun stickers. We're gonna capture, let me see. Let me check my little stash of misprints and see what I can find. Oh, that's cute. Oh, that's cute. Use that, no. Oh, they're not vinyl though. These are transparent. No. Okay, you know what? I'm going to use Yadira's because I do have an extra laying around. For those of you that don't know my friend Yadira, I'm going to add a link to the description after this live because I didn't even think to do this, but I know how Yadira would be okay with it. Right, Yadira, right? I'm going to make sure it fits. Yes, it does. So for those of you know her little tiger lily character, I cut out her stickers and we did a little promo with our little collaboration, me helping her just cut out some stickers of her character that she based off of my crystal Squatch characters. So let's put them in a little terrarium and surprise my friend. Okay, so we have to think about it again. How are we layering it? If you're wondering what this part is, this is the sand that kind of goes underneath the bottom. So that would probably go first, but then also maybe not. Maybe it goes more towards the front. So got to kind of think about that. I have all these other ones. So your little extras, plants and florals, you can kind of think about it, add some things. Some won't fit, so you have to like make sure it fits. I used a lot of the big ones in my sample ones. So I'm going to go with, I think because he's on vinyl, I'm going to go ahead and do some colors. I think that would really help with the actual character to make those colors really stand out. And I want to cut out my terrarium and start sizing it. So let me just cut around the edges here so I can trace. Okay. So, and reminder, you can always cut the edges and clean it up. So don't worry if like a couple of little plants go on the outside. All right. So there we go. That's kind of my terrarium edges. I'm gonna grab the little flower because I think it's so darling and dainty. And I'm gonna have it kind of going up into the terrarium at the top. I think that'll work okay. because I can always have it popping up behind something else. Where are my other ones? I'm gonna use this little one. Now I held these back because they didn't cut very well, so you can kind of see. Whenever I test them out, if they don't peel easily, then I usually have to cut them out myself. Oh, that's right. This one, none of them cut out. That's why I saved it. Sometimes my Cricut machine will shut down on me and it will lose anything I was working on, and I couldn't reset I had to replace all of the sticker sheet pieces. And when you reset it and put them back, even if you think you're in the same spot, unless you sized everything exact, which I don't check before, just because it's rare when it happens, it shut down and it lost all of the file. So I had to restart and nothing gets set in the same spot. And I'd already printed this to be cut. So you basically have to give it up. And you have to be like, well, that was that. All right, I'm trying not to create a tangent kind of thing. Okay, and we have these little baby flowers, little mini ones, kind of going other directions. So let's try that. Oh, right, as I literally just said, oh yeah, these didn't cut out. Now, if you order from me, yours will be cut out, but mine, tricky. And because they're transparent, I don't have to worry about the white area. If these were not transparent, they would have a little bit of white on the edges of all of it. So if you do color in the background, that might be an issue. Add that one there. I'm gonna kind of check out Yadira's character. This one is called Tiger Lily, super cute. And again, this is not my artwork, this is my friend's artwork. And again, I had like this little extra left here that I thought, just like a day like today, I could do something. Now, hers has a little dandelion on the ground, but I'm actually cutting that part off only because it's in the terrarium and I just want it to be thinned out a little bit because it was making it a little too wide. So I'm just trimming the edges just a little bit. But this is her cute little tiger lily. How darling is this? As soon as I saw the character when she sent it to me, I was like squealing. Well, you have to put this on everything. I will do it for you. I get very excited a little too fast for some people where they're like, calm down, getting a little excited. It's because I see all the potential. I've been watching the Jim Henson. I keep falling asleep as I watch it every night, but I watch a little bit more every night, which kind of makes it fun to kind of draw it out. And he always felt, they said he always felt like he didn't have enough time, and that's totally me. I've realized I have FOMO for my own life. I feel like have a fear of missing out on everything that I want to do. And I get so scared that I'm not going to do enough in my lifetime. There's too much I want to do. All right, I'm sorry, I go from peeling to not peeling, and I find that very appealing. And I feel the exact same way. So I get very excited for my friends, like, we have to build this into something. What are we going to do? I know it'll be great. So if you were someone who purchased those vinyl stickers when we did them for Yadira, thank you so very much. If you don't follow them, like I said, I'll add their description in the bio, so you can give them a follow after this video, and in the future it'll be with this video. All right, so see this little piece right here? This is the bottom of the terrarium, and so I'm just kind of trying to place it close enough because I can move the terrarium wherever I need to, but once it's down, it's hard to pick it back up, but luckily it's that glossy coating, it's not paper and dry. I'm just trying to get it close enough. Every time I lift, though, it peels off a little bit of that coating. There we go. All right, so now I'm going to kind of figure out where I'm going to place this character. It might actually cover a bit of what I did, which I don't mind. I just didn't realize I put it that far left. What if I cover most of that? And then just pull another pretty color. That one's a little too big, a little too much. What if I do a little bit of green? green at the bottom. So, oh, you know what? This is a perfect example. So if you don't put the white line far enough for your cut, it will basically create a blurry line, which really, really, really stinks because it adds this weird black tone. Now, when it cuts out on its own, it usually gets rid of most of that because the cut is right on the inside of it. It just doesn't make your sticker sheet look very pretty. So my dinos did it just a little bit with the T-Rex. I was going to show you guys that, and then I realized this one actually did it. But it doesn't hurt anything. It's just a matter of the fact that I didn't make my white line to cut all the way around the edges. All right, so I'm going to move the character a little bit. There we go. Get some greenery. I'm going to get some more flowers because I like these little flower buds on this one. So if this character's here, I can put a little flower piece kind of coming out right here. Yeah, so if I had known, I didn't really think about it too much. I didn't realize this character would be as wide as they are. I thought they would be a little tinier, a little tiny. And I think I'm good with that. I don't want to like flood it too much. So again, this is a waterproof vinyl white sticker that I made. And if you want to spend a long time cutting out all those little white details, go right on ahead. Tails and white, that's what he has. You could go higher, you could go lower. I think I'm gonna get as many as those little, oh, you stuck too fast. You stuck too fast. Oh no, oh no, no. I'm a woman of saving things. Yes, 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 yes. There we go. Now he has no tail. I was just barely touching them down. See, it all sticks because they're stickers. All right, that's okay. Let's try to line him back up where he was. Just for fun, just for funsies. Okay, and then we're gonna peel this top off. Oh, but you know what? I should clean this up a little bit more just to get rid of all that transparency that we don't really need. I tried to give you guys a little bit of a buffer on these so you could cut them or keep them a thicker width if you had an idea for something and wanted it to be a little bigger. You could even draw a cute little rope going through it. You could cut a hole through the top and make that the tag. Just make sure if you're doing tags, you're actually making them on a thicker paper so they hold up. All right, so again, some of my stickers are gonna get cut off the edge. What is that? Oh yeah, so in the future, I might not put the circle, the oval, or I'll have it cut the oval out so you see it more full color. Again, learning. This one's brand new. I haven't, I shared it with some of my art heroes that get the mystery packs, but I haven't fully used them or practiced with them yet. And now that I know that, I'll just have my Cricut cut that center out so that we keep the character full, because it's supposed to be like a terrarium and you have the little hole so you can see through. At first I thought it made a mistake, but it wasn't a mistake. It's actually a very thin line that I did to be the opening of the little terrarium, and the only problem is I forgot that I should have left a little hole there. And that's okay. Learning is what we do. That's how we get better. All right, so how cute. And let me just see. It might be too big. Let me test this really fast. Yep, too big. There, I figured it out for you guys. A smaller hole punch would be best for those. But this was, again, my tester one on a 4x6, and what I plan to do is putting it on a bigger, what's the word? I plan on putting it on a larger page. These were just small 4x6s to test out. So yeah, you could, and you could cut out the circle if you ended up getting one of these in your mystery packs and you're watching this. Let's cut this. It's just stickers, so it should go through. Every time I go to pinch it, it moves. Hold on. Oop. There we go. Now you have a cute little tag. And then me being me, I have like everything in the house that I could make something with. Oh my gosh, this will be darling. At least I think so. I love when I can use my friend's art like this. That's fun. That way I could keep her art, but on a little sticker sheet kind of thing that I made. Oh, that is so fun. Look at that. What time is it? It is almost been an hour since I started, you guys. Look at that, like a little terrarium. So like I said, that circle is supposed to, I should have cut that part out and been like how a terrarium you can see in. And for those of you that can't visualize what I'm talking about, let me show you. Yoink. So my terrarium, same thing. It adds a film coating as you're on the outside of the terrarium, but when you look in, the colors are vibrant. So that's what I mean by that. This one I would tilt a little bit more, but my little characters might fall. There we go. So you can see my little Mothman and moth in there. But yeah, that's what I mean. That's supposed to be the oval. So see how vibrant those colors are, but when you turn it, it mutes them just a bit. That's exactly what we were going for with this little terrarium. So now I know when I make them again and sell them, I will make sure that part's cut out so you lay it down and you can see a little bit into your terrarium. But look at that. So if you don't like the white lines on the outside, I suggest either the permanent sticker that we used for the Loth Cat, and the permanent stickers you can order online. They're a little bit transparent, so you can plan it out better so you don't see the little pieces going through the face and through the body. So that's what that tint is. You could go really slowly and just layer them, going from front to back, meaning kind of like an animation cell. You flip the sticker over and you'd have to use like X-Acto knives, I'm sure, and be like really precise. I don't know. But these are really fun. And the final thing I was going to tell you guys you could do is that you can add glitter into them. Sprinkle a little glitter before you lay down your little jar and have some glitter in with it. That would be really, really fun. I wonder if I can peel this up just a little bit to try it. Come on, come on. Nope, it'll peel up the paper. Okay, you could do white acrylic and do little dots, like little highlights of acrylic white, and add that. Thank you so much, Myra, for being here and shouting out the cuteness stuff, the cuteness factor. But yeah, if you guys have any questions or you're interested, or you come up with a really cool project, make sure you tag me on Instagram, sharing your stories. I love reposting and sharing what other people have made. If you are interested in any stickers on my shop and you're like, hey, I want those permanent stickers, don't know how to order them. My shop can be a little bit confusing. I'm an artist, not a web designer, so asking me is a great way to do it, but going to critterosityshop.com and checking out all of my art designs. I try to go pretty heavy on just the character as opposed to the whole background. And let me give you an example of why. Do I have it here? Yes, I do. Okay, so on this little film I just printed, this is actually a heat transfer. It's not a permanent sticker, but it's the same idea. Some backgrounds are too busy that getting just the main character would be the best thing to do, because I can't totally remove these. I usually have to cut around it and kind of die cut it myself. So just a reminder that your permanent stickers can look like this as well. But these ones are heat transfers. So if you guys, again, have any questions, there's a whole comment section down below where you can ask questions, share your thoughts. Please be kind. The community is lovely, and we try to keep it that way. And if you want to follow Yadira, make sure you check my description within the next 20 minutes. In the future, though, if you're rewatching this, it's already down there. And if you have any interest in my jars, there are 4 jars on a sheet, and then you can get the floral pieces as well, or you can just get the jars. But that's what we're doing tonight. So thank you so much, you guys. Wishing you all the best. and a happy Friday to those of you celebrating. And again, if you're in the future and it's a Monday, a Tuesday, a Wednesday, just apply that day to yourselves. All right, guys, keep creating, keep being awesome, be kind, and make good choices.